Famous people who went from rich to poor. Being born rich or poor isn't a choice, but being rich and dying rich is the ultimate goal of every human. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, Mr. Deep Pocket. We hope you're all staying safe and sound. Today, we're going to discuss some celebrity stories and know how they went from being rich to poor. Everyone is hungry for money. Some people work hard to earn, and some try to find shortcuts. Despite many aspiring stories of celebrities who came from being zero and worked hard on their way up, sometimes the opposite also happens. From singers to athletes to movie stars, sometimes wealth and fandom result in a disastrous spending spree. Here's a list of famous people who used to be pretty rich but could not handle all that money and went broke. Before we start with the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also press that bell icon so that you can get notifications for every time we post a new video for all of you. Many celebrities who were rich and famous were involved in lawsuits or spending sprees that triggered bankruptcy. Although many of them are still rich after being poor, here are some of their stories. On number 10, we have the superstar from the mid-2000s, TPain. The famous rapper TPain opened up about his financial ups and downs in an interview with the radio show The Breakfast Club. TPain revealed that once upon a time, he used to have $40 million in his bank accounts, and then life changed, and he had so little money that he had to borrow money from others to buy his kids Burger King. A spree of unhealthy investments and bad spending habits. Now I know what high-end life is and what low-end life is, he said. The Buy You a Drink rapper is doing financially better now and has learned his lesson. He has been releasing new music and even won the first season of Fox's The Masked Singer. His net worth in 2020 is $10 million. On number 9, we have a big movie star, Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds was one of the top movie stars in the 60s, 70s, and 80s until he was forced to declare bankruptcy in the 90s. The actor is well known for his roles in Smokey and the Bandit and in the TV show Gunsmoke. In 2015, Reynolds told Vanity Fair that he lost more money than possible because he did not take care of it. The man spent in tons on real estate, a private jet, 150 horses, and over $100,000 in wigs in the 80s. We wonder if he even met any of the 150 horses he bought. Besides that, Reynolds also had an extravagant divorce with Pamela Anderson, which cost him higher than the marriage. Due to hefty expenses and dwindling income, the actor could not pay back the $3.7 million loan to CBS and declared bankruptcy in 1996, with being $10 million in debt. Things did not end well for him, and he died in September of 2018. However, Reynolds earned accolades for his role in the hit film Boogie Nights. His net worth in 2018 was $5 million. On number 8 comes another famous rapper, 50 Cent. More rappers being on the list, 50 Cent emerged in the fabulous 90s, but mostly made money from his diverse business empire. But sadly, in 2015, 50 Cent got caught up in lawsuits and unpaid child support payments and reportedly had a debt of $32.5 million. After that, he declared bankruptcy in 2016. The story took on more twists than reports said that in 2018, 50 Cent was a millionaire as he was paid 700 bitcoins on his 2014 album. However, 50 Cent had to file court documents that proved the reports wrong and said that he never had any bitcoins later. 50 Cent's current net worth is $150 million. On number 7, we have Toni Braxton. In 2012, the Unbreak My Heart singer broke down and opened up about her financial troubles in an interview with ABC's 2020. She said that she had to file for bankruptcy in 1998 because her recording contract paid her poorly. She received less than $2,000 in royalties and had costly spending habits. In 2008, she again had to file for bankruptcy due to ongoing health issues. Since then, Braxton has starred on her reality TV show Braxton Family Values twice, and lately has been releasing new music albums. We are glad the star could move on and correct herself instead of giving up. Currently, her net worth is $10 million. The position of being on number 6 is held by Pamela Anderson. The Baywatch actress Pamela Anderson was also an iconic model and a passionate activist. Pamela Anderson once used to be one of the highest paid actresses. She had an expensive taste for luxury and comfort. Luxurious cars, incredible mansions, luxury cars, she had it all. But the trouble began when all of these expenses emptied her bank account. The actress had to start selling furniture and other things to pay the builders. The situation turned so low that she eventually had to live in a trailer park with her kids. Thankfully, she still had control over the situation and bagged small roles in advertisements and reality shows to clear her debts and insolvency. Currently, her net worth is $13 million. As we continue, do give us a thumbs up if you are liking this video, and don't forget to share it with your friends. The video is not ending here. Keep watching, as the first one might surprise you. On number 5, we have the world famous boxer Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson made approximately $400 million out of his boxing career and used to be one of the most successful athletes once upon a time. Tyson should have had a lavish and beautiful lifestyle by now, but the man wasted all his money in buying huge mansions, expensive large animals, and hosting wild parties. When his marriage ended in 2003, his ex-wife also took a massive bite from his shrinking money pizza until he had to file for bankruptcy in 2003 with debts of $27 million. The champion declared bankruptcy, returned to jail, and even went to rehab. Tyson had to pay $7 million for his divorce settlement and more for child support. Moreover, he owed money to lawyers, a personal trainer, a music producer, a financial manager, and many others, as per reports. Currently, Tyson has retired from his boxing profession and seems to be solvent again. He started a marijuana company in California in 2018 and wants to start a cannabis-themed resort. His current net worth is $300 million. On number 4 comes American football quarterback Michael Vick. In 2001, Vick was selected first in the NFL draft, becoming the first African American to earn that honor. But after all the money and fame, his life started falling apart. He spent his money endlessly. He helped many of his friends and family members, buying and giving them things. He used to buy his younger brother a new car every birthday. He even made some miserable investing decisions that contributed towards his downfall. The player's earning power crumbled when he was convicted for running a sophisticated dogfighting ring on his property for 5 years. He got in various lawsuits that cost him a lot of money. His agent aggressively pursued a $45 million case from a 2001 contract dispute. The parties finally settled with $4.5 million in 2008, but as it happened, Vick had to file for bankruptcy, listing assets worth $50 million for his $50 million debt. Currently, his net worth is $15 million. On number 3, we have everyone's favorite, Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage used to be one of Hollywood's biggest superstars. From earning $40 million in 2009 alone, Here is the Ghost Rider's downfall journey. The actor owns several supercars, including Ferrari and Shah of Iran's Lamborghini. He loves rare jewelry. He even bought weird pets like sharks, crocodiles, and 2 king cobras. We wonder if they had any names. Apart from that, he also owned a collection of pygmy shrunken heads and a dinosaur skull and a pyramid tombstone in New Orleans Cemetery. His expenses indeed are questionable. The IRS placed tax liens on many of his properties and made Cage hand over more than $6 million for failing to pay his 2007 tax bills. Of course, taxpayers have no escape. Cage's poor financial situation made him sell many of his personal belongings, which included a treasured and close-to-heart comic book. As of May 2017, Nick's net worth was estimated to $25 million. Then we have another rich boxer on the list, Floyd Mayweather Jr. on number 2. The boxer was nicknamed Money for never losing a single boxing match, but ironically, it turned out that he owed tons of money to the IRS for over a decade. The boxer's inability to pay taxes resulted in a $22.2 million debt to the IRS, even after he came out of retirement for a high-grossing fight. In 2018, the report said that Mayweather's retirement helped him settle his debts. Even after facing so many ups and downs, the boxer stayed strong and worked hard to gain back his hard-earned money and respect, and there is no doubt that he did not fail in doing this. The boxer's net worth is nothing less than $565 million in 2020. And finally, on number 1, we have the legendary Michael Jackson. It doesn't matter if the man had ups and downs in his life, but who was worshipped by many? He is still considered the god of dance. The life story of Michael Jackson was not ordinary. The king of pop died with a minimum debt of $400 million in 2009. For large amounts of expenses made Jackson take loans, many of which he could never pay back. His money problems got even worse when he was involved in numerous expensive lawsuits, while the interest on his debt kept on increasing. At the time of his death, it was found out by a forensic accountant that Jackson owed no penny less than $400 to $500 million. The king of pop's net worth until his death was $236 million. So here we were with the top 10 celebrities who went from rich to poor. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, we would appreciate a like and share on the video. Also, let us know which celebrity downfall shocked you the most in the comment section below. Don't forget to smash the subscribe and the bell icon as not to miss out on any.